good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Jump. Demo, Ric Flair music, woo! Guys, this one is a crazy one, especially if you can remember, guys, how it was when you were growing up at school. People made fun of you, you know, your mama jokes. They talked about your shoes, if you was dark skinned, how black you was, the whole nine, right? Like the black community is like ruthless when you coming up in the hood and shit like that. But just imagine in our days, it was all, allegations. Like maybe your mama was a little fat. People said my daddy was on crack. Stop the show. That actually was true. But you know what I'm saying? The only way he knew, because his uncle was smoking crack with my dad, that's how he found out. But he couldn't really prove it, so I ignored it, right? That's right. But today is not the same, because there are no allegations about this shit. People are doing stuff on the internet. Storytime music! Imagine that you're a high school football player, right? And you having jokes and stuff. But they keep coming back that sad music. Well, at least my sister ain't getting screwed on OnlyFans. Can I get a dun 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 sound effect? Well, guys, this is exactly what happened to this young kid. All right, like every day at school, he's just getting humiliated because his 19-year-old sister, who goes by the name of you won't believe this, Social Slut 2 on Twitter. God damn. Stop the show. You can go over there and tell her I said what's up. And she is on OnlyFans for those of y'all who want to go over there and booty clapping sounds. Watch that. She's a good-looking young lady. And she has, it looks like, a boyfriend that she lives with, and together they make these booty clapping sounds. They make these little tapes on OnlyFans. But yeah, her notoriety on the internet has caused some problems for this young guy, which is her younger brother. Dima, play that clip.
Bro, like I can't even play football and talk shit anymore football because everybody wants to fucking bring up your Twitter and how they follow you.
So you heard what he has to say. So let me just kind of talk about this, especially in the black community. Let's just say, for example, if there was, quote unquote, Thottianas that had reputations. Again, it was all hearsay. Sometimes you can prove it, sometimes you can't. But in today's world, imagine what pressures young men are going through when they're either their moms, cousins, aunties, or sisters, women that they love, women that they respect, are online twerking it up, booty clapping sounds, having sex, are doing all kind of perverted things, quote unquote, right, for some people. And I get it, there's nothing wrong with it, but imagine how these guys can feel. Your sister is on OnlyFans and you have to deal with it every day. And I mean, I would guess if he knows the boyfriend, if the boyfriend comes around, it's like, you're the guy screwing my sister on OnlyFans every day that people are watching and sending her tips for. But you never know how this outcome affects young black men or young men in general. And a lot of times how young men can start to treat women, basically it comes from the relationships that they have with their moms or their sisters or women close to them. A lot of times, women just expect that these guys are going to come out and just start respecting women. Well, they have to see somebody to respect. And I'm not saying that, it's his sister, he probably loves her, that she shouldn't be respected. But I mean, just think about it. If you're getting made of front at school and she thinks it's a joke that, hey, my sister's participating in OnlyFans videos, in porn and stuff like that, how much respect can he have for his sister? How much respect, if that was his mom doing that, could you have for your mom? Like, just think about Scottie Pippen Jr. His mom is Larsa Pippen. Look how she carries out. If a man really loves his mother and respects his mother, that's a good indication that that man is going to be a man who can respect his wife and love his wife. Very similar for a woman who loves and respects her father. That's probably going to be a good indication of a woman who understands how to pick a mate and how to respect the father. But when you see these things that occur, I'm not giving excuses, but this could add to it. And I think what needs to happen is that for women to be respected from men and men's points of views, we got to really focus on these relationships that people have with their younger brothers or older brothers, their moms, and the women that are closest in these lives. You have to understand, what lifestyle are these young men living in front of these women? That's number one, is because it's bimodal here, and vice versa. How are these women living amongst these guys? Like, if you're a woman, for example, and your son easily has access, or somebody has access to see what you're doing online, like you're a woman and you're just twerking online. You have 35,000 booty photos online. What is your son supposed to think of you? And what is his view possibly going to be about other women? You know, if you're a kind of woman that, you know, even if you're a single mom, and I know that all women are not going to do what I'm saying, but for those women out there who want to have, you know, twerk videos, and I mean, you got to understand that you have a young man that you're raising, and he's going to eventually be somebody's father or somebody's husband, possibly. Don't you want to, you know, respect him and allow him to be able to not have that kind of thought processes about women? You know, look at women as, you know, sexualize them, right? Some dudes just see their mama coming in the house. Different dudes. I have friends. They used to hear their moms having sex and all kind of stuff. Just dudes coming in and out the house. You know, I had one cousin, she's now deceased, but she used to tell her daughter that she didn't know who the dad was. So she had like 4 or 5 different dudes that around the girl that thought that there was a dad. So all of them would bring gifts for Christmas and stuff like that. You know, she would let the girl go with them and all that. And it's just incredible. What do you think she turned out to be? She didn't turn out to be a nice lady, unfortunately. All right. And it's just like situations like this where you have, you know, a young man being ridiculed at school because his sister is ruining his high school career because she's on OnlyFans. Don't you think that hurt the self-esteem? Like, yo, man, your sister, like, he hears it all the time. You have to go to school and face that every day because your sister, who's 19, is getting back shots daily. And the guy that's doing it is like way bigger than you. And, you know, like, he's helping your life be destroyed too. A lot of guys go through that. That's how guys end up, you know, having a resentment towards the community, resentment towards black community, black society, the women, all kind of stuff. But nobody wants to talk about that. Just whatever happens to these guys is all not their fault. He don't deserve this, but do people care? But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first company at the top, and as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.